Yvette runs a small business from home. She makes and sells lunch packs for learners and delivers them to school during their lunch breaks. Okay, so let's take a look. Cost price of the items shows the items per lunch pack. Okay, this is the items that per lunch pack. Then it says item cost per lunch pack. Okay, and respective cost price. Right, let's take a look. Item, picture of a juice, 100% fruit juice in a bulk. This is in bulk, right? This is not the lunchbox. This is in bulk. And then item per lunchbox. So these are the things that you will find in the lunchbox. Now let's take a look. In bulk, you find 24 per box at 135 rand. And then the item cost per lunch pack. The lunch pack will be one fruit juice will be 5.63 rand in that pack. I'm just going to quickly do a calculation because I'm just trying to see 135 divided by 24 is 5.63 rand there. So it cost her 5.63 rand to put the juice in the lunch box. Okay, that's her cost. Then there's white bread, 18 usable slices, and she uses 2 slices per lunch box, and 54 slices of cheese at 84.99, and she uses only 1 cheese, and apples at 22.99. They don't know how many there are, but each apple is 2.87. Okay, there's 22.99. I'm going to divide that 22.99 into a numbers of 2.87 cents. So I'm just going to see, that's going to give me the number of apples. I'm just going to do that quickly. 22.99 divided by 2.87 rands. And that will give me 8 apples. Just to differentiate between the bulk and the lunch box. So they're taken out of the bulk and put in each lunch box, and this is what they will make in each lunch box. Okay, so first question says, show how the cost of 1 yogurt was calculated. See, when you analyze your situation, sometimes you end up answering certain questions. So let's look at the yogurt there. There's 6 yogurt in this pack, and they all cost 6.99. And in order to find out how 1 yogurt cost was calculated, then you're going to say 10.99, and you're going to divide that by 6, right? So you're going to separate 10.99 into 6 by dividing it, and then that will give us per unit 10.99 divided by 6, and that's going to give us 10.99 divided by 6. I'm not just going to assume that it does give me 183 cents. I'm going to calculate, and then I'm going to be like, yes. Then I'm going to write there 183 cents. And then when they mark, they're just going to mark this part and move on. The answer will not have a mark, but it's important to include it there. Then determine the maximum number of apples per bag. There is how many? 22.99. Okay, so 1.1.2, there is 22.99 apple, 22.99 rands, and all of them are 22.99, and we don't know how many, but we can separate into 2 rands, 89, 87, and then that is going to give us the number, which is 8.01045 962, and that is 8 apples. So you'll find 8 apples here. 1.1.3, this is a very lovely question. These are the kind of questions where you're supposed to just get full marks. Okay, but I'm not going to skip anything just in case someone has a problem somewhere. Okay, so show the total cost to make 1 lunch pack is 18.36 rand. So what they're saying here is the total for all of this is 18.36 cents. Now they're saying show how we got that amount. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all of this and see if we get 18.36 cents as well. So I'm just going to write it down where it says, let me do it like this. So total cost is equal to, this is for 1 lunch box, right, is equal to, and then we have fruit juice, which is 5.63 plus 1.55 plus 1.57 plus 2 rand 87 plus 1 rand 83 plus 3 rand 54 plus 1 rand 37. And when you add all of them, you get, so you get 18 rand and 36 cents. So that's how I've shown. So when they're going to mark, they're just going to say correct, adding correct values, 2 marks for 1 mark for correct values, 1 mark for adding. And then we move on with our lives. And 1.1.4. So for 1.1.4, you're going to get the profit UVET makes per lunch pack is 16 rand 64. Calculate the selling price of 1 lunch pack. Now they gave us the profit. Usually they say calculate the profit, but now the problem here is they gave us the profit and then they said calculate the selling price. The fact that they gave us the profit, they want us to use the profit to get the selling price. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, in my head I'm thinking, what is the formula for profit? Profit is equal to the income from sales minus the sales itself, right? The income from sales minus the cost of sales, right? There we go. The income from sales minus the cost of sales, or saying income minus expense, right? Okay. Then I say I have the profit, which is, they said the profit is 16 rand 64 cents. So I've got that, which is 16 rand 64 cents, and I substitute in place of profit. I write 16 rand for 64 cents, and I write is equal to, and then I am looking for the income from sales. That's why they're saying we must find what is the cost. So the cost is this one right here, which is 18 rand 36, the cost of 1 lunchbox, because it says here per lunchbox. This is the profit. So using the profit of 1 lunchbox, and therefore we're going to use the cost of 1 lunchbox and get the income from 1 lunchbox. Okay, the profit is 18, the cost of 1 lunchbox, and then we're going to know how much she sells the lunchbox for. Okay, what I'm going to do is the income is our unknown. It's sitting with 18 rand 36 cents, and the 18 rand 36 cents is minusing, so I'm going to take it to this side. When it crosses the bridge, it becomes positive. So that's going to be 16 rand 64. 18 comes this side, plus becomes a plus. 18 rand 36 is equal to, and then now income is sitting there alone, and then I just add the 2. 18 rand 36 plus 16 rand 64, and we have 35 rand is our income. So the total income here for 1 lunchbox is 35 rands, and so she sells a lunchbox for 35 rands, makes a profit of 16 rand 64 because she paid 18 rand 36 cents for each lunchbox. Right, define the term profit in the given context. In here, profit is the extra money that UVET makes from selling the, so it is the extra money UVET, oh, I can't spell her name, gets after selling the lunchbox and subtracting the costs of the lunchbox. Okay, now I'm just like going further, but that's why I'm saying write it in the way that you understand it. Make sure it's in the context. When they say given context, they mean go with what information we've given you. Don't talk about profit in general. Write down a simplified ratio and bulk. Write down as a simplified ratio the bulk price of the 100% fruit juice to the bulk price of sweets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go there, copy 135. Ratio is a number this side, dot, dot, a number this side. So that's 135 because they started with fruit juice. And then sweets is 85 rand. Duh. And then we're going to simplify this.